international affairs editor Kethevane Gorjestani. Kethevane, what were some of the main takeaways from this chat, which Elon Musk dubbed an interview?
Well, first of all, it was really not an interview. It was a chat, but it was also very familiar for those who have watched Donald Trump's rallies, because it really sounded like a rally speech, just interspaced with some prompts by Elon Musk. First, the form of it was significant in the sense that Donald Trump at times really went on these sentences that didn't really end. He was rambling a little bit. Sometimes he was pretty hard to follow. And there was also something that was noted by a lot of listeners, including his supporters, who were wondering what was really going on, because it seemed at some times that he was either that he had a lisp or that he was slurring his words. It might have been an audio issue. It might have been his speech, but either way, it didn't really look good for Donald Trump. Now, when it comes to content, there was a little bit of policy, mostly focusing on the two issues that the Republicans feel like is in their favor, which is, of course, immigration and the economy, especially inflation. So he went after both Joe Biden and Kamala Harris on those topics. But otherwise, as in his rallies, there was a lot of his personal attacks, personal grievances, and a lot of falsehood. And when it comes to the attacks, he did spend quite a long time continuing to attack the president of the United States, Joe Biden, whom he's no longer running against. He called him stupid. He said he was close to a vegetable. But he also kept a few attacks for Kamala Harris, that he has called incompetent, radical left lunatic, but also a little bit of praise, which was a very odd moment where he said that she looks like the most beautiful actress alive. He was talking about the cover of Time magazine. He even compared Kamala Harris to his own wife, Melania Trump. So that was a little bit odd. But overall, if you take the sort of 2 hours and more of that chat, he did manage to make some policy points a little bit, and most importantly, avoid major missteps or major controversial comments that would have sort of derailed the message. And that has happened in recent weeks for Donald Trump. So it is significant that he was able to not create any controversy really in that chat.
I mean, he has spoken about his daughter's looks in the past, so that's not surprising there. Let's talk about why on earth Donald Trump would do this. Is he missing the media spotlight?
It definitely feels like this conversation with Elon Musk was intended to sort of give his campaign a sort of reset, a boost, as an answer to Kamala Harris's surging campaign, the media coverage
going viral, things like that.
Viral, talking about the crowd sizes, which we know over the years that Donald Trump likes to talk about, and he likes to focus on his crowd sizes, but also her surge in the polls. She has basically erased all of the lead that Donald Trump had, especially in swing states. And the fact that he did this on X, formerly known as Twitter, also shows that even though he has his own social media platform, he realizes that Twitter has a reach that Truth Social absolutely doesn't have. There were more than 1 million listeners for that discussion with Elon Musk. And just by yesterday evening alone, with his return on X, he gained about 900,000 new followers. So that is very important for Donald Trump. And there's also a question about his campaign schedule and his presence in the media in general. Since the beginning of the month of August, he's only done 3 events, 2 rallies, one in Georgia at the very beginning of the month, one in Montana. There was that big press conference in Mar-a-Lago, and he's going to hold a rally on Saturday. But that's not a lot when you see Kamala Harris and Tim Walz really crisscrossing all of those battleground states. And the Republicans want him to be on the campaign trail more often, not just let J.D. Vance take the lead. What they also want him to do is stop talking about these attacks, stop complaining about the crowd sizes. Kevin McCarthy, the former Speaker of the House Republican, saying, stop questioning the crowd sizes and focus on attacking Kamala Harris on her positions, on a policy. This is how we're going to win. It's not about, making some insults at your opponents. It's about focusing on the policy, especially immigration and the economy.